Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it again with another Gacha Smack expose. And while this time the topic isn't going to be about Gacha Smack, it is doxing of me, my photos, and of course, my Facebook, my social media that is not linked at all to my content creator account. The focus of today is going to be on Gacha Smack, the grifting, the dishonesty, the lack of integrity, and in this case, the straight up lying. Lying to his audience, lying to his peers, and of course, well, I think this is going to be the biggest one of them all, lying to himself. Because we've got some of the most incriminating clips that I think I've ever seen a content creator make. But when you realize that this guy has severe memory issues, it becomes very obvious why he's so comfortable admitting such awful shit on stream. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at this video over here, recorded only 3 months ago during a Game Awards watch party, where Smack says something about bag hunting, being a grifter. Let's listen to this.
I'm in this space for the bag. You're in this space because you thought this was the best space to be in. We are not the same. We are not even close to being the same.
So he just straight up says over here, right, I'm in the space for the bag. And this is the thing, right? This is something that Gacha Smack repeatedly likes to state as well. And he basically admits it in this crash out stream over here. Let's go ahead and just hear that validation once again. And this is where he does some really damning stuff. And of course, I don't want to make Gacha Smack a liar, so I'm also making him tell the truth over here. Something he doesn't do very often.
Saint's gonna make a video about how I'm the biggest grifter in the gacha space. Surprise, Saint. Everybody already knows that I'm in the gacha space for the bag first. I've been saying it since day one. It's to no one's surprise. Now your community may act surprised. Everybody else won't. Everybody, Smack been talking about that.
What about this, Smack? Let's listen to you in a period of time where you actually did have integrity. Where you actually did say things that resonated with the players, that actually did show that you were in the space for more than just the bag. You were there to voice player concerns. You were there to be an unbiased critic and, of course, make gaming and gacha better as a whole. Because again, right, you're saying that this has been since day one. This is who you've been the entire time. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all remember global passives? Y'all remember Caceres? Y'all remember all of that stuff? Let's listen to this over here.
Salty is not that we're hating. We've seen numerous benchmarks of good game development versus piss poor, fuck you, shit on your dollar game development.
So now he's over here talking about what makes a game good or bad. Not really a conversation, not really a topical area that somebody who's only been in it for the bag, right, would say. Right? This seems like the exact opposite of what Smack's been saying he's been doing since day one. Right?
And so when I call these things out, and when
I call these things out, wait, Smack, I thought you were just in it for the bag. When were you the person that was also calling stuff out for the betterment of the community? I thought you was just in it for the bag, though. You said that's what you were doing since day one. And this was only on February 26, 2025. Barely over a year ago. So which one is it, Smack? Were you actually not just in it for the bag since day one? Were you lying in your stream, your crash out stream on me? Because he was drunk here, right? He was sipping on alcohol here. Do you have DID? Was this a different version of Smack here? And was it a different version of Smack here? Grandstanding. Who was performative in this situation? Was this the performative segment? Was this the real Smack? Or was this the performative segment? Was this the real Smack? Do you guys kind of see how two-faced this motherfucker is? Because this part over here is really gonna get you. This part is really gonna get you right here. Listen to this shit.
People who were born in that 10 years, which is a lot of content creators you watch today, call these things out. You need to understand, we are keeping it a fucking buck. And we are keeping it a fucking buck. And
but I thought you was in it for just the bag. But wait, you said Smack, you said.
So I mean, you can go ahead and say I'm the biggest grifter in the gacha space. Niggas know that I'm here for the bag first. Ain't shit changed.
But you're trying to keep it. But you were trying to keep it a buck. Can you keep it a buck and then only be in it for the bag at the same time? I don't think you're able to do both. I'm not really sure if you're able to do both. And so this statement over here, right?
I'm in the gacha space for the bag first. I've been saying it since day one.
That's just a lie. This is just a straight up fucking lie. You, Smack, because you're likely intoxicated while you were doing this stream, and we all know you have severe memory issues because you can't even remember your own fucking tweets. Smack, I think you said this on stream and then forgot you made this video.
We are keeping it a fucking buck, and everything we're saying is for the betterment of gamers. Okay, not the corporations, gamers.
What? In it for the bag since day one, but you out here in video saying that you are keeping it a buck and everything you're saying is for the betterment of gamers. Bro, how do you switch up this much in barely over, sorry, not even a year, right? This was February 26, 2025. Remember this clip over here, brother? Remember this? Oh, sorry. You remember this clip over here where you just said he in it for the bag? That's why he's different from everybody else. That was 3 months ago. So in less than a fucking year, guys, in less than a fucking year, bro switched up a complete 180 on his viewpoints. You want to know why? Well, we got the explanation, guys. We got the explanation over here. Get ready for this shit.
Yeah, it's just gacha games at the end of the day. It ain't that. It's okay, bro. Like, chat, you know what?
He's talking about defending a guy who's taking on sponsors. Big sponsors.
To defend that guy, you have no idea how many people are doing the exact same thing that he does. That's the thing I think I want you guys to understand, to take away from this. To the people trying to like, oh, it's fake and shit. Brother, I'm gonna be honest with you. That is at least 15 creators that I will not name that are doing the exact same thing in the space. It's a bag, and it's a hell of a bag. It's very textbook. Exactly. It's very that's what I was trying to say. That's why I said it was impressive.
So how do you go from just openly defending people taking the bag after taking this?
We are keeping it a fucking buck, and everything we're saying is for the betterment of gamers. Okay, not the corporations, gamers. Get it through your thick fucking skulls, buddy, and let it marinate like neck bone juice.
Neck bone juice. Well, Smack, maybe your shit been marinating a little bit too long, and now it's a little bit, now you've been overcooked. Cause, what the fuck are you even saying? What the fuck are you even saying in your most recent content? Brother, this stream over here where he's just openly defending, grifting, doing it for the bag after calling that shit out and placing himself, right, as a pillar of integrity, as a man who's in it for the betterment of gamers. That was less than a year ago as well. And where does this all seem to coincide? What happened on early January, or really mid-January, late January of 2026? The release of Arc Knight's Endfield. Griftline Smack. And the second that game got ready for release, this dude just straight up switched his fucking tune so goddamn quickly, so goddamn fucking fast. A complete 180 from all this grandstanding he was doing over here. Wait, listen to this shit, bro. This was him talking about the live stream.
3326. Oh, yeah, this is
the live stream for Casters and the anniversary.
One. I timestamped everything I'm referencing, by the way. If you want to go to the live stream and look at this stuff, you can. The reason why I didn't react to the live stream is because I refused to promote their garbage little act where they try to make it seem like these are good things. Yeah, no, buddy, ain't nobody falling for that shit. I'm gonna shoot it to you straight without you having to watch that.
I'ma shoot it to you straight. Smack, you've been shooting curvy for a while now. But you still got all these videos up here talking about how you were going to be honest. How you were going to say it straight. Did you forget about all of these during your crash out?
I'm in the gacha space for the bag first. I've been saying it since day one.
Man, it must really suck having a memory this fucking bad. I'm gonna be honest. It must really suck having a memory this fucking bad. Counteracting you on a daily basis. Bro, if he forgets this shit, bro, what do you think he forgets about it in his daily life? Or he knows he's lying here. Or he knows he was lying back then. And in that case, he's not somebody with memory loss or brain damage. He's just the most performative, grifting motherfucker in the space. And it's just so apparent now, isn't it? So now let's go ahead and get ourselves into the most interesting reveal that we might have had 10 days ago during the Arc Knights 1.2 live stream. And this is him having a bit of a conversation with another one of the biggest grifters in the space, Genizad. 7 out of 10.
They sponsored every damn body. And so it's like, it's not just
They're talking about Enfield.
a you exclusive thing. It's the entire goddamn CC space got the back off that game. And so it's one of those where, man, look, you can sit here and be, schizoing out about content creators' words or not.
You can sit here, be schizoing out about content creators' words because they're sponsored and their words mean nothing, right? Because their opinions are paid for. This dude is out here. Just listen to this.
At the end of the day, how about you do what the regular fucking gamer does and try it out for yourself? And
how about you do what the regular fucking gamer does and try it out for yourself?
We are keeping it a fucking buck. And everything we're saying is for the betterment of gamers. Okay? Not the corporations, gamers.
Because we're now getting sponsored and we're getting paid. Now it's, go ahead, try out the game for yourself. Don't listen to the CCs. Who cares about that opinion, right? Who cares what the CCs are saying? Day one, huh? No. Gacha Smack. This is proof. This is evidence that at one period in your career, you had integrity. You had morals. You actually were in it for the betterment of the gamers. And that's a good reason for why your community subscribed to you. That your community watched you. That your community was interested in your content. You collaborated with creators who embodied that same level of integrity over here, keeping it better for the gamers. And you want to know who one of the biggest creators embodying that was? Tectone. And so you can see over here a lot of like audience mingling, all of that, right? A lot of love being shared in the space, video to video, because you guys all had the same aligned take. But the second Tectone leaves, you immediately switch the... it's funny because that's what this motherfucker... He switches the fucking cap, bro, and just goes full Corpa. Literally goes full fucking Corpa the second Baltimore leaves the goddamn space. And with that, does a 180 after milking text viewers. Ironic, right? We talk about how gachas enter milking mode, right? Where they're generous at the start, they're generous at the beginning to get some player acquisition. I think Gacha Smack got inspired by Hoyoverse, to be honest. Pro player at the start, anti-grifting at the beginning, builds up that audience, then activates milking mode. Just sponsor after sponsor after sponsor, and the only fucking thing he does is sponsors, and then he starts talking about how, well, being sponsored ain't that bad. But you was only saying this shit barely a year ago.
We are keeping it a fucking buck, and
we are keeping it a fucking buck. Everything we're saying is for the betterment of gamers. You ever seen somebody switch up like this before? And you ever see somebody just openly lie about switching up like this before? I've been saying it since day one. Really?
Have your own opinion, man.
I'd be shocked if someone wasn't getting sponsored by them.
Yeah, anyone with integrity. And clearly, the two individuals having a conversation over here lost all that shit a while ago.
Yeah.
For content creators, like,
holy
shit.
I know.
Now they're trying to shame people that didn't take the bag as well. then there would be nobody being honest about the state of the game. Which is probably what you guys would like. Because guess what? People don't take you two very seriously anymore. They both think you're bought the fuck out. They both think that you're pro corpa bootlickers. And that's why, Gacha Smack, all we gotta do is simply take a look at the engagement of Anti-WuWa on your channel. Brother, your shit gets no fucking views. Your shit literally gets no fucking views because people know you are bought the fuck out. Global CCs making content on this game are bought the fuck out. Just straight up look at the engagement on your videos. It's so bad. You know your opinion is worth fucking dog piss in the Enfield community, and so you refuse to make any videos unless it's focused on a live stream or a sponsor. Nothing since the release of the game. No content at fucking all. And guess what about the live streams too? No Enfield live streams unless you're fucking sponsored as well. Look at what he did for 1.1. One stream on release of 1.1 sponsored. And this is the only other stream he did, also sponsored. Do you all see right now why Smack was so fucking mad by my Grifta Smack tweet? Do you know why he was so fucking pissed? Do you know why he was so upset to the point where he decided to dox my Facebook? And of course, dox pictures scrubbed from my Facebook? Because I hit a soft spot. I think Gacha Smack actually knew. I think he actually remembered that this is the type of creator that he used to be. And I think a part of it is him just lying to himself every single day when he wakes up, records a video, gets ready for a stream or whatever, at what he used to be. A person with actual integrity who was doing this.
We are keeping it a fucking buck, and everything we're saying is for the betterment of gamers. Okay? Not the corporations.
Not for the betterment of gamers, not for the corporations. When you're on the record saying that in one of your most highly viewed videos ever that likely got you hundreds, if not thousands of subscribers, and now you know you have fucking done a complete 180. You've done a complete fucking 180, and now you're getting called out for your insane, disgusting performative behavior and hypocrisy. Of course he's going to have a harsh response, right? Of course he's going to get emotional. Of course he's going to decide to do a 2-hour, 30-minute stream where he just yells insults at me that aren't even real. Doxes me in the process as well. And of course, threatens me even further. Because this is the truth. He is a grifter. All I'm saying are facts. And now, because he knows his grifting is so insane, he's flipping the script. Literally lying to his fucking audience.
I'm in the gacha space for the bag first. I've been saying it since day one.
And saying that he's been saying this since day one. He's just lying to his entire fucking audience, lying to all of his loyal subscribers, lying to himself as well, and saying he's been like this the whole time. No, you weren't, Smack. That type of creator, somebody who openly just says that they're there just for the bag and that they're going to be a pro corp, a bootlicker, and lie, that type of creator doesn't grow. That type of creator doesn't get views. That type of creator doesn't even get sponsorships in the first place, being that openly shameless about grifting. You want to know why? Because people don't take that shit very seriously in the space. Instead, you lied to your fucking audience here, or maybe you were telling the truth here. This is how you built it up, being someone with integrity, being real, and then you flip the script, and now you're rug pulling everybody because you have an Enfield sponsorship. And this is the thing. I've been the creator that's been calling out Enfield the whole fucking time. I've been the creator that's been calling out the shitty practices of Hypocrite that they themselves have actually admitted to. And of course, you probably feel threatened by that fact, and that's why you've secretly hated me since the start of this year. I actually know, I can tell that you've been pissed. And one of the easiest ways for me to tell that you were pissed is through this fucking crazy ass thumbnail that you decided to make over here during the Wuthering Waves 3.1 release. Let me show you guys this. Gacha Smack actually invited me on for a call, right? He invited me on for a call following the 3.1 live stream. I thought it was just like a friendly call and everything to discuss the anniversary. And bro just immediately starts digging into me about the spending event, and in his thumbnail implies that I supported it. Implies that I liked this spending event, that I was mindlessly shilling for it. Literally paints me as somebody that liked the spending event, even though I said it was actual dog shit. Check how he hops on this call. And remember, what's the timing on this one? Right before Endfield releases. Just watch this shit,
Yeah,
bro.
I was just gonna.
And notice how he makes the thumbnail entirely about me when he spends like fucking decades with Ryuku on the call. Look, notice how nobody gives a fuck about Ryuku. Yeah, I know this guy schizzos out about the most played part of the video. That's fucking hilarious. Getting like some basic positions and thoughts out there, because I don't really know generally like what you're thinking about stuff. I don't like, I'll cover like bits and pieces. There was a little bit where it's like, oh, like Smack hates it, Smack's defending it. I literally saw like 3 different things floating around. I caught a little bit of the stream and I was just like, oh, do you just want, and I heard you were gonna like make a vid, and I was just like, okay, wait, real quick before we do any of that, do we just want to like have a quick chat just to like see how we're feeling about just the live stream?
Can I be completely honest with you? I'm about to shoot it straight, and it might make you a little uncomfortable, but that
I'm just on the call being super friendly, and this guy goes full aggro. Let's get a quote from Smack during his crash out stream.
I've known for a long time that Saint secretly hates me. We're gonna prove that today. I've always known this. Right? The thing is, I never secretly hated Saint. There was a difference.
I confronted the #1 Kurobot about the spending event, and then the second our call starts, you're posturing up like you're about to get into a fucking fight. Out of nowhere. Literally out of nowhere. This dude is so fucking aggro. And notice how I just shut his shit down at some point, and then his posture then goes back to relax. See just how fucking law this guy's like ready to be combative? You could tell the body language over here. He trying to take me down a peg. Oh, he trying to teach me a lesson over here. This is going to make you a little bit uncomfortable, but I need to tell you the truth. I need to teach you a lesson, Saint. This guy has been out for me for a while. And it's so fucking obvious just from this call alone. Literally frames me in one of the worst ways possible to get views. And then goes full on aggro at the start. That's because he's ashamed that I'm calling out his behavior. Implicitly, for sure. Because I say that people are grifting in the space. Because I say that people are being dishonest. That people are being pro-corpa bootlickers. That they're sacrificing their integrity. And Smack took offense to those statements because that's not who he used to be.
Oh, bro, that shit's funny. All right, well, no, man.
But that's who he is now. That's who he is now. The last little bit that I'm going to leave you guys all off with over here is just a really funny comparison of what it looks like when Gacha Smack gets paid by a company and what it looks like when he isn't. We all remember this 3.1 live stream over here, but this is the thing, guys. We're not going to talk about at all his actual IMyth playthrough. We're going to talk about how much this guy bitches and moans about the pulling process, the gacha system, all of that in Wuthering Waves. And of course, just compare it to the game that he's bootlicking for, Arc Knights Endfield. Let's get this shit ready to go.
Holy $100 down the drain.
He loses a 50-50, right? And I could only assume that this guy needed to spend $100 because he just hasn't been playing any of the content in the game. if you go into a debut of the patch and you don't have any fucking polls somehow, that kind of just means you've been skipping the content of the game, getting none of the free-to-play polls, and are just topping up at the start. You're not doing any of the events. You're not getting any of the free-to-play polls. So why are you bitching and moaning about spending money when you're refusing to access the free income in the game? So that's the first instance, right? Bitching and moaning about losing 50-50. Great. You didn't have to spend $100 to do that.
Holy $100 down the drain.
This is the same guy that openly admits to skipping the weekly Elusive Realm event every week, which rewards a pull a week. Just far more than any of the bullshit you get from fucking Endfield, bro. It takes like 30 times less time. Listen to him talking about Ameth's weapon.
Holy power creep, bro. Fusion res shred and ignores defense is actually crazy, bro. I'm not gonna cap. Because you get all the other multipliers so easy.
Listen to this one, too.
She ignores defense, and I think that's the first time I've ever seen that.
She ignores defense, and I think that's the first time I've ever seen that. This retard made a video about Augusta's weapon where literally the effect of it is to ignore defense. Remember when I said that Gacha Smack likely has brain damage and a terrible fucking memory? Dude, like, you made this video about Augusta's weapon and the effect of it is to ignore defense. And he's just openly saying like the most and you want to know what his biggest complaint in this video is, guys? This weapon wasn't good enough. This dude is out here. There's a reason why the dislike ratio on this is so fucking absurd. Gacha Smack in this video is complaining because Augusta's signature isn't good enough. That it's not that Gion's signature is too close in performance and that this one should be stronger. But then suddenly he switches up during his 3.1 live stream and he's all like, holy power creep, bro. Defense ignore. In a video about Augusta's weapon where it has defense ignore, it's not strong enough. This guy is not just grifting for Endfield, he's like grifting on WuWa power creep and meta takes. The level of consistency that this guy has is literally negative. The amount of integrity he has is literally negative. Is literally negative. And isn't it so goddamn fucking clear at this point that this dude has the most inconsistency out of every fucking creator you've ever seen? This guy tries to make guides. He's stopped, though. He's just stopped making guides. Unless he's paid to make them, because he knows nobody watches them, because he's really fucking bad at analysis. He only makes guides when he's paid to, because he knows nobody is going to watch them, because his analysis is fucking embarrassing. And that's the truth. And the evidence, all of it that you need, especially when it pertains to WuWa, is just like... It's literally right here. This shit is actually hilarious. So now, moving on, right? Moving on. This is the thing. Gacha Smack is on the record saying that I had nothing on him. That's because he doesn't remember anything he's done. And clearly, he doesn't remember the effects of like half the weapons in the game. This is the first time I've seen defense ignore. Holy power creep, bro. This weapon's too strong. Oh, by the way, Augusta's weapon has 49% defense ignored. It's a piece of shit. It needs to be stronger. Let's keep listening over here and hear a little bit about this guy grandstanding about the amount of money he's spending at WuWa.
Oh my God, this is about to be fucking painful, bro. Because here's the thing, chat, $100 ain't enough to cover both Ameth and this.
He talking about how $100 in this game is not enough to cover both Ameth and this. Why don't we take a look at one of his live streams over here, bro?
We're out here getting taxed, bro. All right, we're gonna have to go back to the shop. God damn.
He's just out here getting milked by Endfield. But listen to this.
All right, anyways, get back to this.
He already bought one of the packages.
Yeah, this shit
Wait,
is all
let's see
scam.
which one he's already bought. Guys, this is with the double top-up bonus, by the way.
All right, anyways.
He already bought
Get back.
the $34 one. He already bought the $34 one for this unit. Already there. And he's about to buy the $70 one. So he just spent $103. He's about to spend $103. But listen to how he minimizes it for this sponsored stream.
All right, anyways. Get back to this. $70. Who cares, chat? I mean, I'm sponsored, brother. It's not a big deal.
Who cares, chat?
Pull up the Mahoraga wallet. Okay, we're gonna do the $70 purchase. We're gonna do the $70 purchase, boys.
So suddenly it's now okay, right? Because we got the bag. Hey, it's all good, bro.
You maybe get her? Well, I mean, if whatever I got left over, I'll just top up, you know? Ain't nothing to a sponsored stream, bro. What the fuck is this sellout? What? Wait, what? What? What do you?
He gets called out by his chat, bro. Bro, he gets called out by his chat, bro. Because you want to know what they probably remember? Oh, you know, appreciate the $70 in biddies. Should we go send this over to Smack? For somebody that oh, sorry. We need to go pull this up as well. We just saw him bitching and moaning, right? Like crazy about how much money he spent. $100. Oh my god, it's so much. I cannot believe Kuro Games is so predatory with how much they're making me spend. Oh my gosh, this is... Wuthering Waves is so bad. This is the same dude that, like, bragged about how much money he was making.
You still gonna be live streaming 7 days a week, uploading 3 times a day, and making half my income? I'm still gonna be streaming 1 time a week, uploading every other day, make it double, not triple your income. You know, raising kids, building homes, going to Mexico, guys.
But this guy out here schizoing out over $100 in a game. He out here schizo, and this is the thing. Gacha Smack has no idea how much money I make. Until I know how much money he makes, I'm not gonna go ahead and say he's lying, but he's probably just fucking lying. Because, well, you've seen how much he's fucking lied on stream already. He already lied about not being about grifting since day one. I'm assuming he's lying about his income as well. I'm assuming he's lying. Look at how much this guy bitches and moans about $100. Just look at it.
You've spent $100.
And then look at this too.
Bro, these bundles is a whole pack of ass. These bundles are a whole pack of ass, bro. God damn it, Bobby.
Then compares the bundles to the $40 MSRP price of Claire Obscure. Does that too. But then over here, right? Bro gets so fucking defensive, it's crazy.
What the fuck is this sellout? What? Wait, what? What? What are you talking about, little bro? Oh boy, do we have a tribalism Andy in here? Is that a tribalism Andy? What game do I need to be selling? Suit. You tell me, bro, what game do I need to be selling? What game am I supposed to be selling? Which one of these gacha games am I supposed to be selling, bro? You tell me. You the boss. You the captain. Which one? Come on, man. You got all the answers, my boy. You got all the answers. Which?
He did not like that. You want to know why? Because he knows he's been on the record bitching and moaning about WuWa's bundles. Bitching and moaning about that $100. The $100 he had to spend to get aim at this weapon. It was so much. And now he out here just saying, oh, Enfield? Take it. Hey, my credit card, my PayPal. Sorry. Not PayPal. My credit cards. My credit card's ready, Hypocrite. My credit card's ready, Hypocrite. Take it, scan it, do lines off of it as far as you want, brother. It's ready. It's there for you.
Which one, bro? You point in the direction. Which gambling? Which casino?
He knows he's grifting. He knows he's inconsistent, and he's fucking embarrassed. That's why he's so defensive right now.
Oh, are we promoting?
All gachas are bad. All gachas are bad except the one that's paying me.
It's like when you put it in that way, chat, it makes them feel stupid. Like, hey, man, what are you doing? What are you doing promoting that casino? You should be promoting this casino.
No, maybe you just have the take that you've always had, Gacha Smack, that spending in games is bad. But in Enfield, suddenly it's not. Suddenly it's not. And we get to the point where Smack actively just starts minimizing how much he spends. Smack right over here says, Chad, I only spent $40 to get Tank and her weapon. So Gacha Smack is out here with his double top-up bonuses after already buying the $70 one and the $34 one over here. So he's got a fuck ton of Arsenal tickets. All of that shit saved up because he's been wailing on the game. Listen to this.
Yo! I spent $40. I spent $40.
He has this many Arsenal tickets just because he's been wailing on the fucking game, pulling on every banner, and of course, building up Arsenal tickets from pulling on every banner. He's got this many, and he's just all like, just listen to this shit.
To get my Ting and a Sig.
He's just lying to his fucking audience. Gacha Smack, you only have those many Arsenal tickets, not because you spent $40, but because you spent like 200 plus and pulled on like 3 character banners and have been saving up all the Arsenal tickets. With the double top up. $200 with the double top up, and now you just listen.
I had a little bit left over from there. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. All right, boys. Hey, now further, I still got almost 60 pulls left. Wow.
Wow. Remember, you only get Arsenal tickets in this game from pulling on the character banner. And so this dude straight up spent 200 plus bucks with double top up. Sorry, like 150 bucks with double top up. Built up all those Arsenal tickets with that shit, and then is misleading his audience about how generous the Arsenal tickets are. Literally misleading his fucking audience and telling people that they're gonna have this many Arsenal tickets left over just from spending $40. No, bitch, you spent like 150 with double top up, and that's why you have this many. The game is not even close to that generous, and so he's just intentionally misportraying it to lead people to believe that this gacha system is better than others. This is worse than selling out. This is being dishonest. And remember, just $40? I'm gonna leave you all off with this. Smack's out here saying he just spent $40 to get Tang and her Sig. That's a lie. But Smack, weren't you the person that's saying $40 can be spent elsewhere? Weren't you just the person that was talking all about how $40 should be spent elsewhere and not on gacha games? That's a bit of a cop moment, isn't it? I'll leave you guys all off with that one. Let me know what you all thought. Peace out.